Hello and welcome to episode 28 of our Timberborn update for Waterbeaver mod playthrough here, cycle 35 at day 12. Last time we got this district over here off to a pretty good start. We have some screw presses, pressing some grapes to make grape juice, and a wine cellar that is in the process of starting to make wine. And we have a bunch of other stuff we want to get to today as we continue in our quest to master the Waterbeaver mod. And other things that we want to keep an eye on are giant sequoias, about 70% done. In fact, yeah, pretty much all within a couple percent of 70. So those will possibly be available for us to harvest today. When we get to that point, we will need to build, where was that again? Yes, the giant sequoia feller. We'll have to build that at some point today. And we're also going to have to make a mechanism to turn our wine into strong alcohol. And I believe, if I recall correctly, that is going to be something that has to be done at the Alchemist. And yes, that is correct. And we have one of them up here, currently set to alcohol distillation. It needs 50 units of wine, which it does not have. And it won't have until we have 3 more units of grape juice, which we are waiting somewhat patiently for the ability to go ahead and make. But that's going to require our guys over here in the tree nursery to do their requisite harvesting of grapes, and for the rest of the beavers living in this district not to eat them. So we'll see what happens. I've got storage for red grapes and white grapes right here, and these guys are both waiting on stock. We have 11 white grapes. Looks like we need 9 more. Actually 4 more now because there's 16. To make the next 20 units of grape juice, and then they will of course take this over to the wine cellar, and so on and so forth. So Alchemist is waiting patiently, Jason Zinda at the helm there for us, and we are hopefully going to be in a pretty decent spot moving forward. We have a bunch of other stuff we want to get done though, and we're going to go ahead, since we have this power already set up, and we're making tons of it by the way. We're going to unpause these aquifer pumps, and hopefully the people from the main district can build these things without having to import a bunch of garbage, which I guess we will see what happens. All right, so other things that are going to be very, very important for us is making new anvils so we can have another factory or another primitive ironworks, because we are absolutely blasting through our supply of metal fasteners because our jungle beavers trade to get the pineapples is relying on those. And we're going to run into some pretty big problems if we don't take care of that. So I'm actually going to pause trading with the jungle beavers so we can keep our metal fasteners. We really need those. And we want to get our factory moving along here to make anvils. So I'm going to prioritize this as a higher priority building. Now, we currently are in kind of an employment drought because we have 77 beaver children. You know, the whole birth death wave thing kind of hit us really hard after a couple episodes ago. We had that mass die-off from a lack of water. So, something to definitely keep an eye on. Why are we exhausted here? We should have, we have housing for everybody. Oh, by the way, I ran a poll earlier this week on the name for this district, and the winner is The Distillery by Steve. Well, it's Steve in Japanese phonetics, romanized, but I'm just going to call him Steve. I can't spell distillery. There we go. So, congrats, Steve. Thanks for that suggestion, and that is what this district is henceforth known as, because we will be distilling wine into strong alcohol for the purpose of making our nursing degree, which is, as of this exact moment, only waiting on the strong alcohol. We've got all these beavers just chilling right here. So I'm actually going to decrease the number of workers down to 1, so those guys can go do other stuff. And yeah, we want to gather all of our stuff to make anvils. We have to make at least 1 more so I can make another factory. But I'm probably just going to have this keep making anvils until we're sick of it. We need scrap metal, we need coal, and we have the clay. Scrap metal has become kind of a problem for us because we need coal and we need iron ore to make stuff, and we just, for whatever reason, cannot make enough. And a couple of you have posited that that's because this is full of dirt, which would very easily explain why we're not able to do that. So we have a couple options to get rid of the dirt. One of them is, I believe, yes, the advanced mushroom grower, which we could use our last mycology degree to go ahead and build. Consumes dirt along with sawdust, logs, and mushroom juice and stuff to make additional mushrooms. However, currently we don't have the stuff to build that because we don't have enough of those metal fasteners, and I think those are going to be a little bit more important to go to some other spots. So we're going to hold off on this for right now. How we're going to solve our problem with dirt is I'm just going to make some more storage for dirt available. So this is all going to be dirt. Just get this cleared out. Get these guys hauling this stuff in place. And that should be, hopefully, should be an improvement. That'll get us some more iron ore, and then maybe we can speed up our production of our scrap metal. We've got a lot of stuff that needs to get done. And probably also would be worth trying to get some more water out of this too. We've got plenty of excuses as to why we may or may not have any of that, but we just really need to make sure we're getting all that stuff done. So we have, what was the building called that makes the pomade gears? Is that the Handicrafters Lodge? Which one of these is Handicrafters? No, is that the Mechanics Lodge? That's what it was. Yeah, so somebody suggested in the comments last time to put in a Mechanics Lodge, if I remember. There we go. To put in a Mechanics Lodge up here by these aquifer pumps, because these guys are consuming the gears. So we might as well go ahead and have this be a thing. Slightly elevate the priority of that to get that done. And we will keep on moving. Yeah, so scrap metal and coal, both kind of a problem. But now this guy, hopefully, will have some of the dirt extracted. Because it's prioritized by haulers. We're waiting to get all of that removed. I just hope they can get it done. We'll see, I suppose. The animation hasn't stopped, but this sure has. I don't know. I think our haulers have quite a bit going on. Hopefully we actually have some employed. So I think I deprioritized a lot of them. Yeah, that might not have been the most intelligent thing I've ever done. Let's take a look. Okay, these are already vacated. Had an idea that's what was going to happen. I'm going to deprioritize these guys as well. Just because we have almost full plank storage. Let's actually come up here to our workplaces here in the regular Beaverburg district, and I'm going to go into... Oh, wow, we got a lot of these things. I'm just going to make these regular priority hauling jobs, because we definitely need those. So that added, I don't know, 8 or 10. Hopefully that will help. Yeah, there still seems like they're taking their time here. Gotta get these guys in here to take this out, but I obviously can't specifically demand that they go into this one building and do it, because I can't prioritize, oh well, hauling priority. Mechanical drill is also looking a little bit rough in terms of drill bits. We do have some stored, but we need to be making more, but we can't be making more if we have to focus our factories on making anvils, which are very slowly being produced here. We're gonna have to figure our stuff out. All right, so these guys right here can't get any of the... Oh, this is gonna be such a pain to import all this. Sheesh. All right. So here's a question. Can I fool them? Can I fool them into doing... Oh, that would have to be here. Instead of importing all this stuff, because that would take 800 years. Could I possibly get away with doing this? I don't know. I kind of want to try it, if for no other reason than to just get something accomplished here. So they are putting, it seems just like the planks and logs, the rest of this stuff that we hadn't already stored over here seems to be kind of a slow process, but I guess we'll get that figured out. We have, well, we don't have plenty of time, but we do have enough time. Have we made any wine yet? Yes, we're actually in the process of making some. And we have 46 here in the Alchemist. Okay, well, how about that, huh? I'm hoping that the beavers don't drink the strong alcohol. I don't know. It seems ill-advised regardless, but who knows. I need to get it into the ENS, and currently we just have the one beaver working there. So if I were to go in after this is actually being distilled, which I guess 24 hours to get 10. It's going to be 10 per day, 10 per 24 working hours. If I need 200, that's yikes. I think we might want to have more than one alchemist working on all this. Can I build more of these? Well, I can try at least. We can get them working on that. All right, so now this is connected all the way over here. Can the builders from the Beaverburg district come over here with their items and build this, or do I have to disconnect the paths and directly connect these? I think I might as well just go ahead and try that so they have a definitive connection, and we'll just figure this out as we get going further along. Yeah, we need to plant more grapes. This is something that I probably should have done long time ago, but you know how this goes. We've got plenty of other stuff to occupy ourselves with. I'm going to put this staircase right here, connect right there, and then bring this all the way out like so, and then that will give me some room to put some additional grapes here. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter which color grapes we grow because they both swish the same. I think there's a lesson to be learned in that, but I digress. We have plenty of planting to do once this gets put in place. Yeah, just like that, we have all the other stuff gets put in here. Ha! I made it part of the other district. Woohoo! I cheated the system. Well, not really, but we don't have a lot of drill bits left. I really need them to get this scrap metal going. So why is this not being emptied? If it's full of dirt and I've allocated all this space to dirt, it's probably because the haulers are busy. What if I pause this? Are they going to come grab the stuff out of it? Furthermore, oh, actually, somebody suggested this in the comments, and I did not mention it. If I unpause this terrain block, they're going to go ahead and put dirt there. So why don't I just do this? Put another one of these here, and we'll make this a low priority job, as somebody suggested, just so they have somewhere to put the dirt while it's being used. So hopefully they'll come to get this first. I guess we'll see what happens with that. These two should be... Yeah, they're getting a lot closer. It's the gears that are going to be the problem. We don't really have... Well, we pretty much only have food and wood products in this district now. Yeah, we got to get the rest of this, and the scrap metal is probably going to hurt as well. Why are these guys... I know they're not homeless. Why are they sleeping outside like that? They better stop that. we got stuff to do. All right, should probably click on the tree. Oh, I have been in for the past 16 minutes. I've been in single time speed. We can go turbo. We can make it happen. Yeah, this is really starting to chug at 3 times speed, which means normally this would be where I say, okay, we should probably start wrapping the series up. But there's so much more left to do. We have so much that still needs to get done. Oh, now it's empty of dirt. Good, I can unpause. So let's get our iron ore. Oh, these are going to be unsynced, and that's going to irritate me until the end of time. Oh well, I'll live. It'll be alright. let's get these guys making some scrap metals, and then let's get this thing making some anvils, because I would love to have a secondary complex up here doing industrial stuff. I think that would be super, super nice. I should also probably have a yeah, I should have a path coming through here. That might be fun. Let's see, how close are we here? Waiting on gears and scrap metal. Waiting on gears and scrap metal. No surprises there. So that's going to be, I guess, a fun thing for us to do. We're making strong alcohol, and we are making strong alcohol. Kind of. Except they don't have the wine yet. Come to think of it, this might be the same Steve that suggested. I don't know, there's like 5 or 6 or 7 Steves in the Beard Booster list, so it's hard for me to tell them apart. But we'll see. Okay, so I have strong alcohol. Am I importing it into Beaverburg 12? Let's find where that item is. Okay, wine is strictly disallowed for import. I don't see the strong alcohol yet. Probably also not looking at the right spot for it, but I honestly couldn't tell you where it is. What is this? Antibiotics, okay. Okay, enabled by storage and workplace demand. Okay, well, I guess that counts, because this is a workplace. And we have imported 10, so we are in the process of getting this done. I'm not going to worry about hiring these guys back until we have the requisite number of beavers available, because this one guy... Yeah, me too. This one guy by himself is going to be just fine taking the little tiny bits of strong alcohol as they are created. So now we got to wait for these vines to grow up. We have, well, of course, no storage of grapes, but we do actually have enough here. Okay, here comes a drought. Here comes a drought. I think we'll be okay. We're making plenty of power, and we do have gravity batteries. I don't think I have enough materials to go ahead and build another gravity battery here, but I did make provisions for it. So we can build this whenever we get to the point where that becomes necessary. Right now, we are doing just fine. I guess I should check anvil progress. Yeah, we need the scrap metal. Come on, man. I got a billion of these things working over here. And they really should be going quite a bit faster. Yeah, we are chewing through the iron ore. We're chewing through the coal. I'm going to turn this one into iron ore by itself. Actually, given the amount of time it's taking us to do anything with the iron ore, I might want to have both of these. Both these be iron ore. These guys are making mountain salt and saltpeter. That's fine. We can leave those alone. That seems to be okay. We cannot get scrap metal fast enough for this. It is quite literally depending. All of this is dependent on that. So I wanted to make a high temperature foundry, but I don't have the required degree, and we might not even get to it in this playthrough. I don't know. Depends on what I can get done in the next couple of episodes. But another factory. Let's turn off the HUD so I can actually see. Another factory would be a great thing to have up here. And the power input is on the 2nd floor, as I have famously complained about, whether warranted or unwarranted. This actually would fit right here if I just had that brought down, but I don't know that I want to get into that right here. I don't know. See, if I put that there, if we pause, all I would have to do to actually build that up here would be to put a platform here, and then on top of that platform, put one of these, and then change this to a 3-way, but let's be honest, I'd probably make it a 4-way. Oh, there's actually no reason to do a 4-way there. I guess that's fine, but putting that there would give us access to some nice factory stuff. And I guess what I can do here is I can try to find one of these other buildings that connects like that and just put them next to each other. So we have the rudimentary sawmill. Oh, that's in slightly the wrong spot. That's too bad. I would have to put this like so, and then Well, no, actually, I would just have to have the stuff go around this side. We can do that. So we probably should have a rudimentary sawmill somewhere over here. So if I were to do that, oh, advanced sawmill, huh? Okay, that requires those giant sequoia logs we haven't gotten to yet. But all I have to do for this, take this out, and that's going to be connected quite nicely there. It's too bad this isn't going to allow me to put a platform here, or a staircase, or what have you. Ooh, you know what I probably could do? I probably could. Oh, I love this mod so much. The changes to the bridges are amazing. Although, I am going to try to see if I can put... no, they got wise to that. Okay. So it will have to be the bridge. But that is going to mean that I can get away with doing this absolute nonsense, which I think is fabulous. That is absolutely a thing of beauty. So if I did... Yeah, I want that to go that way. That would connect quite nicely. And then on the end here, I can actually put a storage. I could put a long, tiny pile right here, which could fit things that go in the sawmill or come out of the sawmill. Put a nice storage for planks. And then one on top of that, because we have the ability to do all this, I could actually have a sawdust storage over here. Not that I really need one in this second district, but I think that would be a nice thing to have. And then what I will do here is I will put a ladder facing, I guess facing this way is fine. And that actually means I don't have to have that there. This could just be part of the ladder here. So we're going to have a factory and a rudimentary sawmill right there with minimal power chef spaghetti, which I think all of us will be happy to celebrate not having to deal with. But we do still have to have this all connected here. So I will, at least for the time being, have that set like so. And there we go. Unpause. I probably could have had the game running during that point in time, but I didn't feel like messing with it. Alright, so we just need 34-ish scrap metal. Alcohol's distilling. Waiting on some more wine. Waiting on some more grape juice, waiting on some more grapes. So, kind of a vicious cycle. But we've, I guess, technically doubled our grape stuff. Our grape growing, that is. So that should be working. Now I got 1.9 days left. How are we looking here? Still filling up with dirt. Why is this in a different order? Hold on. In the coal mechanical drill, coal is the top slot. Dirt is the one underneath it. But in the iron ore one, it's different. Why? Why? Why is that like that? Oh, the slow frame rate. This is waiting on dirt, and it's getting dirt. This has not appeared yet. How much strong alcohol do we have? We're up to 30. Nice. So we might actually, if we can get the process sped up, we might actually finish our nursing degree today. Depends on... how 5,000 hours. Okay, that's the time. That's the time with one beaver. Never mind. Never mind. Obviously, that will go down. Then it becomes 2,500. Then it becomes 1,667, 1,250, 1,000, 833, 714, 625, 556, and 500. So 500 is still a whole lot, but it's, I guess, doable. We'll survive. We'll be okay. All right, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Wait, did we actually already make an anvil? Did they? Oh, good. They put it here. That is good. I was a little concerned about that. But I am going to have them make a second one because we really, really need to be building more and more of these primitive ironworks. We have so many things that need these metal fasteners. And this is actually going to be closer to both of these things over here that are generating stuff for us. We might want to take advantage of that. Maybe, just a thought. So what if we have all this space right here? What if I come in with Primitive smelters. If I put one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. That would actually work out pretty well. And then I'd have space up on top for other storages. So let's actually do that. Let's make that happen. And I think what we're going to do to get up here is I'm going to replace this with ladders. I know it's our favorite thing ever is these ladders. I'm telling you, man, ladders are cool. Ladders are really cool. These are still completely full. We're making plenty of power, although when we get this stuff up and running, we're probably going to want to add some additional water wheels. So I guess we'll see what happens in that regard when we get things moving along here. Gotta love that low frame rate. But we are making water now over here. So I'll tell you what we'll do is I'm going to undo that in case we want to ever do that again. We can leave that path in place. But now we have plenty of water being pumped over here. How are we looking on 81%? So we still have a decent bit of time. We want to make sure we're not wasting any time. There it is. And we want to make sure we have all the materials. So I'm actually going to go ahead and unlock this now. Oh, that's actually kind of big. I guess this just has to go here. That's probably fine. I'm going to set this back like so. And the reason why is to put this path in. Come on. Put this path in right here. And then we're going to have space to store stuff, I think. Give me a chance to look at... Nope, that's not going to fit there. Is it glorious storage that has to go in? No. Okay, well, did I just miss? I probably did. Oh, no, this actually stores the logs in this. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I guess we just have to wait for the gears to come in here for the giant sequoia feller. Do I have to mark these for cutting? I probably do. There we go. I'm just assuming that's how that mechanic works. You know what I haven't done this entire time is I haven't hidden all this stuff. I definitely don't need to be looking at the blueprints all the time. That clears up a bunch of space. Actually, that's kind of nice. All right, now how are we looking on our strong alcohol? We're up to 40 out of 200. Yeah, our other grapes haven't all grown up yet. Although some of them have, and they're in the process of making more grapes. I think. Or I could just be looking at the wrong ones. Yeah, that's probably actually what's happening. So our issue with the gears is that because we aren't importing or because we don't have... Okay, so because we don't have any. Makes sense. 7-day drought. Hopefully. See, I wanted to have this terrain block done so I could build these giant dams. But we're not quite there. That's fine. I have another anvil stored. This is still waiting on gears and scrap metal. So now, what can I make instead? I probably need to be making drill bits, honestly. So I don't have any extras, and these guys are going through 0.1 every 3 hours. Yeah, so let's start making drill bits again. Sunflower oil we should have, and we do. Okay, that's good. And then I just have to start making more stuff that uses these primitive ironworks. But they use the scrap metal too, so we really, really honestly just need to have done a bunch of these primitive smelters. Until I can get to the high temperature foundry, that's the only thing we can do, man. Only thing we can do, and it's probably going to be a long time before we can do anything. Although that will give us something to do with the quartz, which is nice. We've got a bunch of stuff we could do with the glass. Like, we could make solar panels. Like, I think that's really cool. I would love to be able to do that, but we can't until we have this other degree. And the mistakes we made in this playthrough, I think we can learn from and set ourselves up for better success in the future playthroughs. that we'll be doing with this in the update 5 version next year. But for now, this is what we have, so it's what we're stuck with. Yeah, waiting on grape juice. We're making another batch here. I wonder how we have such weird, non-standard values of wine stuck here. That just seems kind of weird. Now I've got 31 beavers that aren't working. 11 here, though. But I'm going to go ahead, get these guys all back in here for the time being, until these are all set in place. This is waiting on crude saw blades and logs. So I'll tell you what, I need glorious storage for the crude saw blades. So is there anywhere I can put... Oh, you know what? You know what would be actually smart of me to do? Is to put this here. We can make ourselves a little storage nook with some dumb stuff right here, like storage for the saw blades, because we have our ladder right here. That just makes good use of all of our space, or some of our space at least. So that'll be good. We also want to have space storage for our what do you call them? Logs. might be kind of an important thing. So what I can do is, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I'll put in industrial piles, or one industrial pile here, 4 logs. And since we have our ladder right there, then this will be a great place to have log storage. We can just keep expanding if we so choose, up or to the side or whatever. And this rudimentary sawmill is going to be making planks, which will need their own storage as well. Just have to figure out a good place to put those. What are we waiting on here? I think it's just for somebody to come finish this, which would be nice, because then we could actually start. Yeah, let's make anvils up here. But it says it's not connected to oh. Okay, yep. That's my fault for not having this put in the correct way. Yeah, let's make this the absolute priority. Shouldn't be too much longer to get that done. Just got to get somebody to come up here and build it. Waiting on one more log. Should be in hopefully soon. Yeah, get that thing finished. Let's go. We got stuff to do, man. You're taking your sweet time on 3 times speed. There you go. There you go. Now we're connected. And we can start gathering materials for... Wow, they put that clay in there real quick. For our anvils. And we are currently waiting on the crude saw blades, which are things that we can make in the primitive ironworks. But we're so focused on making the metal fasteners that we haven't done that yet. So let's do one of these right now, making crude saw blades. We're starting to run out of tools as well, so I will have them do that. And we are going to have to come up here. Yeah, we're going to have to kind of high speed get this whole thing going. Well, let's start with some primitive smelters. Here, 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 and here. What that's going to do is give us the ability to put this here. We're going to put on the bottom, have a long, tiny pile. And we can make that guy, well, I guess probably it's going to have to be more dirt storage, honestly. That's going to work well there. And, you know, we don't actually have to have this removed. We just have to have access with the ladder. So, guess what? We're going to put a ladder right here. Make sure that can actually reach. And there we go. Now, the reason for me putting this ladder here is because I can have a 3x3 right here as well to put some additional storage in. Which, obviously, we're going to want to do because we're making scrap metal. And this will be a nice place for them to deposit that. We're just creating a huge rat's nest of all sorts of stuff over here. but it'll be worth it in the end. We will greatly increase our efficiency and the common sense method of organizing stuff. It'll be nice. So you know the drill. Scrap metal storage. Probably never going to need so much scrap metal storage, but it's going to be nice to have it. And the actual product coming out of the drills is, well, I don't know that it's ever going to back up enough for it to be relevant. But that'll be fine there. Actually, you know what? We're never going to have so much to need 3 of these. I'm going to make one of these for iron, one of these for coal, and I'll just set these to import, or obtain, I should say. And this should be a supply. Alright, so that's there. Okay, yep, go here. And then we'll have 5. So that works. It's not a perfect solution, but it does some sort of job, I guess we could say. Power-wise, we're about halfway through the drought, and we are just north of half of our power left. How are we looking on... Okay, 80 out of 200, so we might not finish the degree today, but we should finish the supply once these grapes, the vines grow up, which is going to take another... Well, it's going to be another 13 days before we have grapes coming off of these. Really should have planted these a lot earlier, but it is what it is. Every 6 days, these guys are giving us grapes, so we'll just have to deal with what we got. Okay, waiting on wine. This one's 69%. Waiting on grapes, waiting on grapes, waiting on grapes. Alright, well, grape juice, rather. Alright, so we are 91%, so we have another 5 days before we can cut that down. This guy is, I guess, hey, degree OMG, ready to work. But nothing to do, unfortunately. So we have an option here. And actually, somebody suggested that I do this. Remove this path, and in its place, put a ladder. So we have a direct connection between these 2 buildings. So let's do that. Oh, you know, I might not actually be able to... because of this being in the spot. We'll see. If they can actually build the ladder and get through it, then we'll be fine. If not, then, well, we will know that that is not possible, and we'll just have to move it out one more. I do want to see if this works, because that would look pretty nice and neat, and also allow us to build some stuff up here. So, oh, good. That does, in fact, work. Nice. So now I've got space up here. If we put our platforms in place, like this, I've got a 2x4 space with access to actual pathing. If I were going to do storage piles, I could put one here and one here. The warehouses, unfortunately, the medium one would take up a bunch of that space if I knew what I was even doing here. Screw press axles. We probably do need to have an actual storage for those. I think those can just go in a pile. So maybe what I'll do is make this, yeah, make that storage for screw press axles, and then not a large warehouse. Make that what it is, and then we have this nice big thing to build on top of if we wanted to put something in here. So other things that we need to have storage for in this district, probably, do we have storage for gears in here? No. Okay, well, we're not going to need 216 gear storage, so maybe we don't do that. See, other things that we might want, it probably honestly should be food storage. But what else, food-wise, do we have a ton of? I mean, I guess we could do sunflower seeds. Might be a fun one. That is a food, so we could do that. And then we have all of this space we decide we want to put up here. Obviously, we can't put production buildings on top of it, but we could put more storage. Could put some other stuff. Or maybe even some well-being stuff. We haven't really done much of anything with that over here. Just been kind of running around doing whatever. So I'll tell you what. We have medical beds. I'll put one of each of the three, just so we have that in place. Probably could also use a tooth grindstone if I don't already have one. I don't think I do. So we'll put that there, and then the rest of the stuff like shrines. We don't have one of those anywhere, actually. So I guess we could just put a couple of these around. We haven't done anything in Bramble Dam forever, it seems like. Just kind of ignored it for the new hotness that was over here. Put two of those here since this is a larger district, and then do I have space anywhere else to do this? Maybe, maybe not. No, that doesn't connect. That does, though. Why not? Temples as well we can get into, but giving the beavers something to do is never a bad thing. I don't think, at least. See, all this, we're still not able to get all of our materials. Man, we probably need to have a couple more of these mechanical drills, honestly. Anvil storage. Did I take away anvil storage? I absolutely did. That would be why we haven't been able to store any of them. Okay, making drill bits. Kind of. Okay, that's actually looking pretty good. Let's take this off of drill bits. I know. Oh, okay, they're still making a drill bit. I'll let them finish this one, and then I will change this to probably just metal blocks, just to get that going. Because we seem to be catching up on almost everything else. So it doesn't seem like that's going to be that big of an issue. Yeah, let's get this to 100%. There we go, and then metal blocks it is. That takes only coal and scrap metal to make metal blocks. We have 88. We want to be making more. Okay, now this water is gone. Yeah, the Spatterdock is going to be such a pain to replace if it dies, which it definitely will. Okay, so let's pause here. How much Spatterdock do I actually have? That's under materials, or is it under ingredients? I guess I don't have any then. That Spatterdock is going into... I actually don't even know. Is that something that's down here? No. What am I doing with it? I don't even remember what I'm doing with half this stuff. Oh, that is just unfortunate that this Spatterdock is going to die at 75% growth. I just don't have any. I don't have any of it here. Are we even harvesting any of this? I see cabbages, pumpkins, no. 79%, 56, 65. Are any of these even, like, low at all? I don't know. Well, I can't really do anything about it now, because this is still not built. And this is behind it, so I guess the Spatterdock plants are going to die. That should have been something I dealt with earlier, but I guess I did not. Unfortunate. Well, what can you do? Not really much of anything. Let's check our... Come on. 90 out of 200. Man, I'm going to be 0 for 2 on predicting stuff that the ENS is going to accomplish today. That's too bad. But one thing I'm not going to be 0 and 4 on is, or 0 and 4, 0 and 2, I guess, is on these giant sequoias getting cut down. Because we're just about there. We are just about there. Okay, so both of these are waiting for wine. The wine is in the process of being made and is also waiting for more grape juice for the next batch. And actually should have enough, and it does. Alright, so that's good. That is something that we can enjoy. Chestnut beer. I really should be making some more of that. We are already making mediocre chestnut beer, if you see it pop up in the food list right here at the top every so often. We're making that in those fermentation barrels. But we've got plenty of other stuff going on. The wine cellar probably needs to be... Wait, where is that again? Watertight tree nursery. This is going to die in 0.2 days. That's such a shame. It's gonna be wet like almost immediately after it's dead. Well, it happens. That is just unfortunate. Oh well, not really much of anything I can do. It's just gonna die, just gonna die. Oh well. The wine cellar, I was trying to remember, doesn't need power, so I can actually put this anywhere. But I don't have any more mycology degrees, so I'd have to run that whole thing again. So I don't think we're going to be building another one of those anytime soon. I do want to watch... I want to watch the process of this tree getting cut down, and we have at least another day or two. Maybe a day and a half on the 50-day cycle at 97%. So we'll come back and check on that on day 2, see what's happening. But everything else, I mean, it's progressing about as well as we could expect. Yeah, 90 out of 200. And I wanted to make the advanced mushroom grower, but guess what? That requires the degree that I can't get another one of unless we finish our nursing degree first, or I build a second ENS. But that was such an ordeal to get done the first time. I mean, I have the blueprints for it, and I have the library books. I don't think I have the incredibly compact set, but I do have... I have the ability to do another one of these if I could build it. And I don't know. I mean, it's honestly, it's really not that far-fetched to build another one. I just would have to find a place for it. Do I dare put it up here? I think that would be kind of a funny thing to do, don't you? So that's already on that side. Oh, actually. Ho, 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 look at this. Is this going to be stupid or what? What's that meme? The guy in his garage with his Lamborghini. Knowledge. Yeah, there you go. Let's let's do another one. Let's run it back, shall we? We had such a fun time doing it the first time. Let's run it back, see what happens. So I'll tell you what we'll do is I will set this to make an incredibly compact library set and unpause it. And we're going to have to get making some more library books. Fortunately, these guys have been making comic books this whole time. It does not take much to just switch that over to make library books instead. Clockwork Hydroponic Farms. I have 5 of the fancy blueprints. I don't have any other storage for it, so I think we're just going to kind of leave those alone. Yeah. We'll just let these guys make the books. This already has... I guess it doesn't matter. They're not going to get rid of it. There's nowhere for it to go. I can just have these guys all make library books. Paper-wise. I have paper. Do I have... Yes. I have pencil sets. But I should probably be making some more pencil sets. Explosives, I can't even get nitroglycerin, so... Yeah, there we go. Make some more pencil sets. Won't be a problem. It's going to be really funny when this one gets built almost immediately after we had such a terrible time with the other one. Now we have somebody making the pomade gears up here. Yeah, 14 hours to make a single gear. That's yikes. That's just not my idea of fun. But it's not actually that hard to make a mechanics lodge. So maybe we just make another one of these, huh? Make another one up there, and then try to find some other spot to stick another one of these in. Yeah, I could actually just do this. Why not, right? No reason not to, except that's going to be super hideous, so maybe not. Maybe not there. Well, I've got some space up here I could definitely make use of. set these guys to all make gears. See, this is why I really need to start making this other stuff that can make the gears without us having to do that. Because if you take a look at the industrial buildings, one of these makes gears. I thought it did, at least. Maybe I'm just out of my mind. That's probably exactly what it is. Yeah, I actually don't see another recipe for gears. I'm sure there is one, and I've just completely missed it, but I guess we'll find out. All right, so it's been a day. Oh my god. Okay, so I missed one, but yeah, that's a big tree. That's a very big tree. And it's going to take 7 days to get one log. Oh, but look at this. We already have two. All right. Degree OMG. Inside of this tree, I guess cutting stuff down. So I'll tell you what. This thing is so stinking huge. Let me just go ahead and grab a screenshot of this giant, huge, enormous tree here. For no other reason than to, I can't even zoom out far enough for this thing. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'm only going to dev mode right now to free the camera, so I can zoom out. Then we'll go right back out, I promise. Just, man, this is stinking huge. Man, okay. Alright, so that's a fun little screenshot. Let's get one from the other angle so I can actually have the oh, it'd be really fun if it was the same exact angle from the previous title card. Well, that'll get us most of the way there. I guess if I'm obeying my rule of thirds, it probably should be right about here. There we go. All right, that's enough of that. Let's take this out, go back out of free mode. There we go, and out of dev mode. No cheating occurred. Good to go. Let's go, man. So I've got giant logs. First off, what do I even do with these things? I know there was one structure that absolutely had to have the giant logs. The advanced sawmill. Yep, that makes the halves of the giant log, which I think is part of something you have to have for a platform. One of the big platforms. Oh, that's a full log. Okay. The rest of this, a giant pillar. Huh. So what was the other one that I was having to use those for? I want to say there was some sort of a pretty important structure. Giant log storage. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to build one of those. Let's go ahead and research that. Oh, that's literally just this exact same building again. Okay. Well, I guess that works to put that right there. That's probably fine. Yeah, pop this in there, and we'll have a little bit more storage here we can put in for something else. But what else? What else uses the giant logs? Like, there's gotta be a reason for it. Scroll rack, gas tank, underground cold storage. Free nursery. We already went through most of this. So what is it? This is going to bug me till the end of time. Unless I just take 10 minutes of a video to just sit here and look at these. Yeah, rest in peace irrigation tower is not going to work in the update 5 version anymore. I really like this super fertilizing one. That was a cool thing. Where was the thing that needed the giant logs? Is it under farmhouses? No. I can't make that yet. We're working on it. Grist mill. I haven't really done anything with beehives. Industrial buildings. One of the, aside from the advanced sawmill, I mean, this uses the giant logs to make 85 wood at a time. Okay. Hydroponic farms? No, not even the, the mega platform. That's what it was. That's the platform, and that's why I couldn't see it. Okay. But the rest of this doesn't seem like it's really going to matter to have the giant logs. But oh, there we go. The elevator. Oh god, this thing. Elevator to the abyss to get uranium or something like that, I guess. I think there was a nuclear power option that the developer was working on at some point. but we're not there. Anyway, so we definitely want to have these giant logs, so it's a good thing we have them. This storage is almost full now. So that's a fun thing for us, I guess. How are we looking on our second ENS? Still waiting on the gears and the incredibly compact library sets. This has only 16 books left to go. Then it takes 200 hours. I don't think we're going to get this done in this episode, but we will next time. I have so many of these primitive smelters. This is absurd. This is absolutely just bonkers. And I still don't have enough coal. Man, that is just wild. This is just wild that I somehow don't have enough. And I'd have to do some serious terraforming to put any more of these mechanical drills in. At least the way this is currently set up. I might actually be able to fit one here. Or if I get rid of all this, I could maybe put in 2. Because of how these are connected. Maybe not. I don't know. That's something we can worry about next time. Power-wise, we are very slowly refilling our power because we are... What's our actual... Okay. Oh, okay, that's not really that bad. Making vegetable stew. What's our giant cooking tent up to? Oh, that's what the spatter dock was for. Yeah, that's... I really should have put some stuff in here beforehand. But I'll tell you what we can do. We can go ahead and put our dam pieces in. Because this is actually going to fit pretty well. I want to have... floodgate. No, I want to have... beaver passage in one direction. How do I choose which direction it is? Power shaft. Oh, okay, it's got the doors. Alright, well... Man, I didn't know it was going to have a power shaft. That's actually super useful, but I'm not going to need it. Well, I might as well. I might as well just go ahead and put this in. Or maybe just not worry about it, just put the regular ones. Yeah, let's just do that. I'll just put these in here. Have a little bit of land left to go. I hope this will actually block the water from coming through this corner. If it doesn't, that's going to be a problem. If you know for a fact that this isn't going to work, actually, you might not see this video before I have to record the next one. So, well, I don't know. Tell me anyway. If not, then I'm sure I'll figure it out. But if water is going to go through this little bit right here, please let me know, because I'm sure I will find out either way. But there are several of you who are seasoned veterans of this mod. Man, that is such a huge tree. I can't believe it. So that's full. And this is waiting on gears and screw press axles. We need to actually process these giant logs, and that's not something we're going to be able to do right away. We have to build the advanced sawmill that takes 1,000 HP to run. That we're going to have to export these giant logs, and we're going to have to put this advanced sawmill way up here. But first, let's check and see. Okay, yeah, gears are still going to be a problem. The incredibly compact library set still working. Still working on it. We'll see what happens, I suppose. Somebody left a comment that, hey, you can put stuff here. Well, no, not really, because this is in the way, and I can't build platforms on top of the fence, no matter what. But thanks for looking out. Appreciate it, even if I can't really do anything with that information. I need to make storage for anvils. So I'm going to make that anvil storage because we don't have 5 crude saw blades. In fact, we don't have any crude saw blades up here. What's up with that? This... Oh, I know why. Because I had not put in primitive ironworks up here. That's what I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about putting those up in this spot here. So this is already set up like this. I wonder, that's not gonna, no, it's not gonna work. So I will just put this here. We'll have both of these set to make crude saw blades because that's what's going to be most useful up here. This is going to have to go here. This is going to take to make the primitive crude saw blades scrap metal, and coal. So if I have my little piles, I guess I just have to do the tiny ones. We can do scrap metal. And we can do coal right here. There we go. Just little things. I know we have to have the anvils to actually make these. But that's kind of what we're working on here. A little bit. We just got a lot of stuff going on. So let's get back into turbo mode, see if we can get any other progress made. At least start. Oh, we, where's my incredibly compact library set? Did I put it in here? No. But this, okay, 1%, there we go. So it is actually being made, so that's progress. And our ENS, we are still waiting on strong alcohol. Well, you know, we tried. We did our best, and that's what matters. We just have a incredible need for alcohol over here. These darn beavers here in the distillery district seeming to take all their time to just make alcohol and then not make more alcohol faster. Oh, this is cool. I did not even notice this this stump. It died. No, it didn't. Unless it did, which would be kind of concerning. But that's the leftover after the big stump, huh? I hope that didn't die because that took 50 days to grow. But we do have 5 giant logs, and we're in the process of building storage for the other ones to get cut down on. So all we have to do is wait for the rest of the stuff to come in. Gear storage. Did I even make a thing for gear storage? I probably should have, honestly. So this... yeah, this right here, the way this is set up is really not an ideal situation. I can put a small warehouse here for gears. And then, what else does this need? Metal fasteners. That, I think, is also a warehouse thing. But the way this is set up is like, okay, it wants me to do this. So, might as well. I probably should have also checked to see if I had storage anywhere else in here for that. I'm pretty sure I don't. Because that's for sunflowers. They haven't even built this yet. There's, oh, I don't even have storage for scaffoldings, man. What am I doing? What am I doing with this? Scaffolding storage. See, I'm so used to just having access to everything without worrying about it. What is this? Screw press axles. I can't put scaffolding in here, can I? Nope. Sure can't. But what I can do is I can come in here with a little warehouse, and I can make that store scaffolding. Except, ironically, to make the warehouse that is going to store the scaffolding, I have to have scaffolding. So, I'm going to have to come in here to the district crossing and manually import force scaffolding wherever I find out where that is. Where? I want a search bar so bad. Alright, the hunt begins. Where is the scaffolding? Here it is. Alright, so we'll bring that in. Force import those. We have tons of them, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. This is looking good. Oh, they actually built this primitive dam already. Okay. Just waiting on some dirt for that terrain block, and then they'll have the rest of that going. How are we looking on the rest of the stuff for our ENS? 29 out of 40 gears. The incredibly compact library set's only 20%. Yeah, it's not happening today, but man, is it just so exciting to have made all of this progress. And this is the fun part of the mod, when you can actually have everything working and make sure that you are taking advantage of all the fun stuff. I'm going to turn these back on before we say goodbye. The Jungle Beaver trade, because now we're making so many more metal fasteners. And I have anvil storage here. They're in the process of making an anvil here, making metal blocks here, except we don't have enough coal. We're gonna have to figure that out. We have a lot of stuff using coal. We probably really need to have additional drills, but we don't have the space for them. At least not right now. So maybe that's something we can do next time. Like I said earlier, It's very possible by the time you see this video, I will have already recorded the remainder of the series. Just depends on my time availability. Again, I'm going to be doing some traveling and some family stuff over the next week or two, off and on. But I am going to do my best to have a video out every single day through the end of the year. That's what I told you guys I was going to do a couple months ago, and I'm going to try and stick by that. But it's very possible that by the time you watch this video, I will already have recorded the end of the series. So we'll see what happens. I've got some fun stuff in store for this, and I think we're going to be able to be pretty satisfied with the conclusion that I'm going to put us at capping our progress. So we'll see what happens with that. Very grateful that you're watching these videos, as always. It's just, this series is super fun, even if it is frustrating and kind of weird at times. But I'm thankful for you, and I'm thankful for the Beard Boosters and all of their support, of course, as always. And I hope that you'll continue to join us for the rest of the series. Again, should be a really good time, and we have plenty of other fun stuff coming as well with our other series. And then also, well, as of the recording of this video, I just posted for the Beard Boosters the first episode of the Workers and Resources Soviet Republic playthrough that we're going to be doing, and that's going to be a whole lot of fun. So please do go check that out. That's a fun game. Resource and transportation logistics management. So I think that'll be right up the alley that a lot of you guys are going to like. But I've rambled on for quite long enough. Whatever it is you're doing with the rest of your day, stay safe, have fun, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.